Jai Hind, Namaste, welcome to Galp Taru, the Tree of Stories, which is a confluence of folk tales from every corner of India. My name is Ambalika and I am an author and storyteller, and Galp Taru is my special storytelling initiative on the occasion of the 75th year of Indian independence. Through Galp Taru, it is my mission to take Indian folk tales to each and every person on this planet. And I'm so glad that you have chosen to become a part of my journey. Together, we can do this. If you're new to this channel, then heartiest welcome. I am so glad that you have come here. And I hope you're going to enjoy the many folk stories, other stories, and poems that are already available on this channel. And if you like them, I hope you will choose to continue to be a part of this family by hitting on the subscribe button and ticking on the bell notification so that you do not miss out any of the new things that come out on this channel. And if you are already a part of this family, thank you so much, and this is a special thank you this time because we have just crossed the 1,000 subscribers level. Means a huge encouragement to me. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey. Every view, every like, every comment on any platform that you have given has definitely helped this channel and this community grow, and I look forward to enjoying your support going forward. Now, as you would have figured out by now in Galp Taru through the folk tales, these stories do not really have any logic or any scientific background to it. In fact, it is just an open door to your imagination. Just let your imagination run wild. That's what folk tales are all about. And yet, they end up giving us such important and such powerful messages, ideas, and they influence our lives so much. Like I had mentioned in the opening curtain raiser, that this is how these folk tales have been able to preserve the history, important incidents, places, people, rituals, and a lot of morality and responsibility that shapes a human society. And in continuation of this journey of exploration is this new entity that we are going to get introduced to in this week's folk tale, the Brahma Rakshas. Wow, that sounds pretty, not weird, but exciting in the sense that it sounds very new. Brahma Rakshas. Okay, so those of you who are familiar with South Asia would have figured out that it's a combination of two words, Brahman rather, and Rakshasa. That means a person, a Brahman who is a Rakshasa, or is a Rakshasa who is a Brahmin. Wow, I mean, what does it really mean? Well, that's what we're going to find out in this story and in this curtain raiser before we jump into this story. So a Brahma Rakshas is actually a Brahmin who lived not a very virtuous life as a Brahmin in one of his incarnations, and because of that, by the law of karma, he gets reincarnated as a Rakshasa in a future lifetime. And that's how he's going to atone for his misdeeds. So that would mean that Brahma Rakshas are, let's say, things to be despised of, like they are negative influences. Well, not really. They are certainly troublemakers and they are very powerful, but they can be appeased, befriended, and their help can be sought to solve many problems. That's what we're going to find in this story this week. And that is exactly the reason why in south of India you're going to find many temples dedicated to Brahma Rakshasas. And our folktale this week focuses on one such Brahma Rakshasa, and the story shuttles between three regions: Kashi, Travancore, and Mysuru. Now that should mean there are three languages that are going to be talked about. Well, not really. We're going to skip Kannada this time. We're going to focus on Tamil and Malayalam, two Dravidian languages that have been recognized as the classical languages of India. Two of the 6 classical languages of India rather. And that means that both these languages are really very ancient, meaning that more than 18,000 years old. They have a very considerably large body of literature, each one of them, and they have been living independent forms. Now that last bit is pretty interesting. What does it mean to have an independent existence? Well, between the two, Tamil is considered to be slightly older. In fact, it's regarded as the oldest language in the world, having contributed to more than 146 languages around the world, and that's still counting. And Tamil's influence ranges from the language of the Australian Aborigines to Korea, Egypt, English, and even back dates to the Mayan civilization. So that's huge. And Tamil was the language of administration in the Malabar region, South Dravidian region, and one of its dialects, due to its geographical separation from the heartland of the Tamil-speaking region, came under the influence of its own and other immigrants and evolved to be what we know today as Malayalam. So Malayalam evolved in many ways from Tamil, but not in the sense of a parent-child. It still has a lot of its origin in the Tamil language. In fact, it also owes its origin to the Sanskrit language, which was at that time the language of scholarship. And because it was also the Malabar coast region where Malayalam really evolved strongly, this region was really very active in the maritime trading region, and that is why it came under the influence of Arabic, Dutch and Portuguese, and so there has been a lot of exchange of words. Rather, Malayalam has borrowed a lot of words from these languages, and that's how it's grown to be such a rich and beautiful language that it is the way we know it today. And that's about the Malayalam language. And Tamil, we've already said that this is beautiful. Both these languages together influence and impact not just our country but also our neighboring countries and the world over. So that's what's going to be the crux of our folk tales this week. That's going to be a brahma rakshas. That's going to be travel between Kashi, Mysore and Travancore, and that's going to be some very good messages for friendship and being true to one's own words. So this sounds really very exciting to me, and I can't wait to get started with the story. So while I go and prepare the story, you make sure that you have hit that subscribe button and tick on that bell notification so that when the story comes live, you don't miss it. I'll see you soon. Till then, Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.